We're Walk the Moon and you're watching Hollywire.
What's up, Hollywire? Gabby Conti here with Walk the Moon. Guys, this has been like our 5th time interviewing you, or what?
Yeah, it's great to be back.
We go way back.
Yeah, we go
This is
way
so
back.
cool. Oh, I want to play a very quick game with you. Okay, so my worst date was?
I've definitely like thrown up on a first date. That was
On the date or during the date? Like,
during,
on,
not
the
on
person. Okay,
my,
good.
no.
I would describe my style as
Today it's Canadian.
Canadian.
I don't. It depends on what day it is. One day I'll be like at the DMV wearing a dragon onesie, and the next day I'll be at Burning Man in like,
Also a dragon
like a
onesie,
mesh.
right?
Also in it. Also, I don't know, in like mesh sequin, crop top, and then the next day I'll be wearing my like Goodwill T-shirt and slacks. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. So you have this new album out, and you made it happen during the pandemic, right? You were putting it together instead of being in the studio. What was that like?
We were actually halfway through when we were actually sitting there in the studio recording when we started seeing all this news on our phones, and a few days later we were taking our guys were taking flights home, and lockdown happened. So I'm sure a lot of artists have had this story where they're making records from home, and we were literally in the middle of it, not sure if that was possible, and thanks to technology and Zoom and our team of people and Sean's home drum studio, we made a great record from thousands of miles away from each other.
Oh my goodness. Do you prefer that process now more than like actually being in the studio all the time making an album?
There's definitely pros and cons.
Right?
At home, you like close your laptop and and you're in your kitchen and you can, you're home. But there's definitely something special and kind of like VH1 behind the music, like these epic rock and roll stories, some of which we've gotten to like live in real life with a favorite producer where you're in the room and there's the magic happening.
Walk the Moon has been around since like you started it in 2006. Is that correct? According to Wikipedia, did they do you dirty?
Wikipedia is a little fuzzy. I started a band in 2005, which eventually became Walk the Moon.
Got it.
In a way, I've like really only ever been in one band for the last, I won't say how many years.
Your life's changing so much over the past couple of years that you've been touring, and I understand you're a new dad, right? Yeah. And you're a dog dad. Someone's a dog dad.
I'm a dog dad.
Dog dad, right?
I'm a plant dad.
You're a plant dad, okay. But how has relationships been, like, being with this band, being on the road for so long? I'm sure you've had long distance relationships. Like, how are your love lives, basically, I guess?
My wife and I've been with my wife for 10 years. And we had the long distance thing like pretty well figured out. It was hard for a long time. I was away a lot. We were traveling 300 days a year for a couple of years, which is a lot. And we had that figured out, and we were in a routine, and then we decided to have a baby. And now it's like a whole different thing.
And I understand you once tried to shoot your shot with Emma Watson, didn't work out, right? Now, what's going on?
Well, now she still doesn't return my texts.
Still leaving you on red.
Calls.
It's okay. She'll see this and then she'll realize she needs to respond.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously.
she'll get it. I did fall in love over the pandemic and had a really beautiful relationship, which was long distance actually.
Seeing a theme here.
Yeah.
Seeing a theme here.
And it kind of, at the time, it kind of didn't matter, but then when things started to ramp up more with the band, we found that didn't really, it didn't really work for us, so we're not together anymore.
So guys, tell me about your latest single.
It's called Can You Handle My Love, and we're talking about self-love and acceptance and all this, and it's sort of through the lens of meeting someone new, having a crush on somebody new, wanting them to like you, but secretly it's really more about liking and loving those things about yourself, and then kind of, can you handle that? Can you handle this package, who I am, as I am?
So we're gonna have you walk to the drip station and you'll show us what you're wearing.
Sweet.
Let's go.
We're Walk the Moon, and this is our drip.
I'm representing Canada in my denim, full denim Canadian tuxedo.
These are all thrift store or consignment store finds, like actually head to toe right now. That's my favorite way. It's my favorite way to shop. But my favorite is when you're like actually going to like a proper thrift store and find, I don't know, something that belonged to somebody's grandmother that just happens to, you know.
So this is Vonnegut. I'm wearing Vonnegut and Ralph Lauren. And actually some Sharpie. Let's see. I've got like a line down here. Yep, that's from Sharpie.
Fashion icons for Walk the Moon. I mean, David Bowie's probably number one. David Byrne, the Davids. We really like the Davids. But honestly, though, David Byrne with his oversized suits, and I don't know.
We had a red carpet outfit that was all suits that we threw paint on. I can't remember what that was for.
I think that was for the VMAs.
That was for the VMAs, but like, what was it for? Was it for Shut Up and Dance? Or
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we literally laid out all these suits on the lawn and just threw paint on them with our lovely designer friend at the time, Dee Anderson. They were color coordinated. I was like the fire suit. We were kind of like the Power Rangers.
We got roasted for those suits a little bit.
Did
Not
we?
everyone loved those suits.
Did we get roasted for those? Did I
Yeah.
just pick out the worst outfit to?
No, you loved it, and that's great.
Walk the Moon, thank you guys so much for being here.